the first 7 seconds, this is the first part that we really need to address in your resume. The first 7 seconds are going to be crucial when a reader comes across your resume. Why? Because in those 7 seconds, they are going to make a decision as to whether or not they actually like you. So what does this mean, and how can you maximize these 7 seconds? Essentially, this means that by the time the reader gets a little bit beyond the title and relevant information about the candidate, they will have sort of decided whether or not they kind of want to hire you. And they're going to spend the rest of their time on that resume corroborating what they just assessed and that initial decision that they just made. Our brains operate in such a way that we're biased to trying to prove our point. Okay, so when we see evidence, we will likely see evidence to prove our point rather than to negate our point. And this is why those first 7 seconds in which the reader is on your resume are such precious real estate. Now, one of the first things that I'm going to suggest that you do when you take a look at your resume is you center your title. And again, as I said, format is not my thing. But there's a couple of areas where I'm going to tell you to be as simple and succinct as possible because of this impression that we're trying to make. So you have your name, you center it to the page. I really don't suggest that you use corner names, like putting your name in any particular corner, because when the eye of a reader comes onto a page, it's really going to focus in on the center. And if you're making this person go from side to side as far as having to move their eyesight, you're wasting precious real estate and you're wasting precious time. So make your name to appear in the center. Underneath it directly, just list your phone number and your email. You don't have to put your address unless it's requested, because the reality is, if they want to know where you live, they can either email you or call you to figure it out. Now, immediately after that information, I want you to have a little blurb. All right. And in this blurb, you're going to tell us about you and your expertise.